How you doing, everyone? My name is Ryan and this is Adi, and welcome back to another edition of Boxtalk. Look at the schedule for this week's fights. As you know, we've been behind on schedule. It is quite an interesting week for boxing fans. We got fights on Friday and Saturday. Since we're behind and we can't do videos for each fight, we're going to kind of put it together and call it Weekend Madness. So I'm going to start with Friday night's fights. We have, I don't want to call him Superman.
Yeah, I think that title is now defunct.
Yeah, I don't want to call him the #1 light heavyweight in the world.
That title's gone as well.
Yeah, I don't want to call him a defending champion because
Still got the title.
He's still got the title. But he ain't been fighting real ranked fighters, has he?
Yeah.
But he is fighting a ranked fighter this time. He's fighting Thomas Williams. I'm talking about Adonis Superman Stevenson versus Thomas Williams. Thomas Williams was the guy we saw knock out.
No, mate, I'm going to get it for you.
You sure? Oh, you fought Andre Ward?
Edwin Rodriguez. Got the knowledge, my man. Yeah, that was a shootout.
That was a shootout.
Two rounds of just war. Yeah. Better not do that with Adonis, my friend. You better not do it with Adonis.
I would say do that with Adonis.
You're joking.
I would say do it. I'll tell you what. So I'm just checking something quickly. The reason why I will say do that with Adonis is for this. Adonis hasn't been fighting the best opposition recently. He's getting older. He's relying on his name and punch power. But he is naturally a super middleweight. You know what I mean? Thomas Williams is a natural light heavyweight. He's the bigger guy. He could punch as well. He just come out of a shootout with a no puncher as well. Roll the dice. Don't fall into that sleepy game plan of it's Adonis Stevenson. Adonis doesn't fight at a fast pace, and that's to dictate pace. Change that on him.
Yeah. The thing about Adonis is that he's been light heavyweight now for 4 years, so he's a light heavyweight
since the bad Chad.
Yeah, so to me he's a light heavyweight. Whereas if you look at Thomas Williams when he fought Edwin Rodriguez is a super middleweight.
Yeah.
Let's not forget Andre Ward fought him, and Andre Ward said he was a bit fleshy.
Yeah.
As if that guy can make middleweight if he really kills himself. So he went life and death with a super middle that's a bit fleshy. I'm with you on Adonis Stevenson in terms of what you said before about the breakdown. This is a guy that 3 years ago, we were begging for that Kovalev fight.
I couldn't wait.
I've never looked at a forum so bare of his name. Ryan told me Adonis Stevenson's fighting on Friday, just off camera, and I was like, no, he's not. Like, as in, like, what? Like, honestly, I was shocked. Like, this is a guy that, ring title, linear title, this is a guy that people were sort of, could he be in a pound for pound talk? Done. Greed got you. Greed got you.
There was a time when the 4 biggest guys in the division all had legit star power. Adonis Stevenson, Sergey Kovalev, John Pascal, and Bernard Hopkins. All 3 of those guys fought each other and mixed it all up. One of them hasn't.
Very good point.
One of them, regardless how you cut it, and I know there's a story about money, about obviously the deal with Showtime and HBO and blah 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 blah. But regardless how you cut it, one person had the opportunity to fight all those people, had contracts for all those people, and ultimately didn't sign either one of them.
Yeah.
I can't say much more than that.
Let's quickly wrap this one up. How do you think this one plays out?
I can't give a fair opinion. I want Thomas Williams to win.
Yeah, no.
No. That's what I'm trying to say. I want him to win because he will fight other contenders. That doesn't mean he's going to win, but I want him to win. I want the guy that's going to actually fight up his peers and prove something. Also, Adonis is getting on in age in terms of his 38, 39, maybe not in his physical peak. He's not fighting as frequent as he was fighting previously. It might be time to catch that old champ.
That's a good point you make, and I agree with it as well. I think, look, Sakabika wasn't... Sakabika's a middleweight that pumped up for a super middleweight. Look at Sakabika, yes, he's got muscle. You look at his grainy type muscle, his neck's very thin, his legs are very thin. You know, Tony Bellew, I'll give you that one. From Farah, kind of life and death issue from Farah. And Chad Dawson was a one-punch knockout. I'm not trying to say he's overrated, but there's holes and there's not...
Who's the guy in between that?
Oh, that guy that no one remembers his name.
Who's my friend?
Yeah. So... He's got a lot of questions to answer, but I expect Adonis Stevenson to get the win. I don't know why, I just do. Especially after seeing that shootout that Thomas Williams had with Rodriguez. There's no defence there. He's just letting his hands go, and I feel like, yes, as much as Adonis might be a super middleweight blown up, if he hits you, he hits you. If he hits you, he hits you. And I think we'll knock him out. I think this ain't going more than 8.
Over in the UK, we've got a decent card from Leeds from Matchroom Sports. We've got Tommy Coyle versus Tyrone Nurse. We also got Gamal Yafai versus Josh Wale. But the three main fights on the cards that have impact is Luke Campbell versus Angis Mendes.
Yeah.
Luke Campbell, blue chip prospect, gold medalist, who lost a fight to
Patrick Mendy.
Was it Mendy? Was it
Mendy, wasn't it?
Patrick? On points. Took a little time off, came back. I think he's had one victory since then.
Yeah.
Still developing, and is still considered a legit potential for the future.
What weight is it again? 135?
Yeah. This fight is not about the fight. It's about, can Luke Campbell make us all forget the loss?
You know what it is? We're too tough in this country. And it's just a loss. It's just a loss. I think the problem is, obviously, Eddie Hearn building him up. Remember, he was on that. Was it Dancing with the Stars? He was on something sort of.
They're talking for what? Title shots?
Already. It was the Golden Boy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Remember, it wasn't supposed to be Andy Joshua. I think people forget this, you know. It was supposed to be Luke Campbell.
Yeah. Angel face, pretty.
Yeah, he was one that's supposed to go on. So it's a case of, will we accept in this country Luke Campbell just being European good enough?
Yeah.
Will we accept that? You know, has he got to be world caliber?
And you're right. We said this before, and so many times. People don't understand the privilege it is to be just an area champion or British champion. I mean, like, or Europe. Let's say Lonsdale Belt, European.
Yeah.
World. These are huge honours. Huge honours.
Yeah.
Not everyone's going to be a 2-weight, 3-weight world champion. You know what I mean? And he's got a lot of family issues. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
There's a lot on the plate for this kid.
Yeah.
You know
I mean, we're already at one stage talking about possibilities of him beating the likes of Flanagan and Crawler.
Yeah.
Possibly still can. Yeah. He's still got a bit of way to go for me, but he's not. Remember, he's not young as his face looks like either.
No,
I think he's like 28, 29. Yeah.
So, to what I like about Luke Campbell, he's got a very pure boxing style. But because it's so pure, people can out hustle him. And when I say pure, I mean good punch selection, good variety, but I don't see spite, I don't see grit. When he goes for a stoppage, you can see he's going for it, but you need more than that when you find these other cats that are hungrier than you.
Yeah.
And when I say hungrier than you, they didn't get the gold medal. They ain't got a big contract. You need that grit, that little bit of dirt on you. That's what he's missing.
Well, hopefully, guys, we'll see it this time, because I do like Luke Campbell.
Yeah.
I like anyone that's coming back from some sort of adversity, especially not just the fight, but with his dad as well. And I don't know how that would affect me, and how it would affect you. So I like to see him do well and come back. So hopefully, he gets the win on Saturday and can do well.
I'll go for the win as well.
Yeah.
I think late stoppage.
Yeah.
I don't.
He's a very big 135er, by the way.
Yeah.
He is a very big.
That's one thing. Like you could tell that his camp focused on strength and conditioning.
Yeah.
His shoulders and his strength. You could tell he's been developed scientifically.
He's almost looked like he's the 135 Callum Smith.
Yeah.
Where you look at him and think, how you make 135? I remember when he fought Tommy Coyle, I was like, are you guys in the same weight division?
Yeah, he's definitely
He's a very big guy.
Yeah.
And I think that comes from being an amateur boxer and having that, was it Sport England they call it? It was Britain, that camp where they all go.
Yeah.
And they almost just carved them out. Yeah.
Alright then, also on that card, we've got a grudge match, heavyweight, Dillian Whyte versus Dave Allen.
I mean, straight with you, Dave Allen's just talked himself into this fight.
They're talking a lot.
Yeah.
They both don't like each other. I like to see them get an explosive fight and an entertaining fight. I think we'll get entertainment in the stoppage, but I don't know if it'll be explosive as they both think. I think they're both going to be extremely respectful of each other's power. White's going to be the aggressor, being the bigger man and the stronger man he feels. But I think Allen is going to give a good run for his money. He's not there to make up the numbers. And Allen, being the smaller heavyweight, naturally fights bigger guys. So he'll be more accustomed to seeing someone like Dillian Whyte's size than Dillian Whyte fighting a smaller guy.
It's interesting on this one, because Dillian Whyte's obviously been talking a lot recently. He's been banging on the Chisora kind of bandwagon, like, get me that fight. And I don't mean disrespectful to say, but he's fighting Dave Allen. I don't mean it disrespectfully, but Dave Allen, come on guys, I mean, not many of you would have picked Dillian Whyte to fight Dave Allen. That kind of maybe shows me what me and Ryan speaking about, where really Dillian Whyte is behind the scenes. Not where we think he is, which is, some guys think he's world level already, but where he probably really is. And I think this is probably where he really is. So I'd like to see him blow up the kind of the British guys. Something like what we say about Anthony Joshua, and Ryan said Anthony Joshua needs to clear house of all the guys like the Charles Martins and the Brizellis. And I feel like I'm with that with Dillian Whyte at a British level. Clear house with these fringe British guys. I like to see him fight Gary Cornish. All those kind of guys first, and then let's see where you are.
He had a big go at Gary Cornish a few years ago.
Oh, did he?
Remember at one of the press conferences when AJ was fighting Gary Cornish?
Oh, is it? He said, yeah.
He said something like, "Oh, you're just here to make up the numbers."
There you go.
Something along those lines.
So let's see. So really, the Dillian Whyte that everyone thinks should really blow out Dave Allen in 2. Let's see.
See, this is the thing about Dillian Whyte. Yes, he's a big guy. Yes, he's young. Yes, he's hungry. But who has he ever blown out? That's what I'm trying to say, yeah?
What show was that? Was that Family Fortunes?
Yeah, one of them shows. yeah. But that's what I'm trying to say. Dillian Whyte is good, does have potential, does have something to give. But right now, he hasn't shown that yet. His last was supposed to be like a bit of a come out party off the AJ fight, injury free, he's here to go. That was a bad performance.
And again, guys, this is it. Say he blows out Dave Allen in 2.
Yeah.
Who's Dave Allen?
Yeah.
I don't mean this. Who's Dave Allen?
It's not a world class guy.
You're not blowing up on that. You know, you're not. It's not like when Chisora, people might beat Monique Scott, for example, or even Kevin Johnson at the time. I want to see a name. I'm not sure who you can find, but I want to see a name after this one. But I do think Dylan might get a win.
Yeah, same. I think he get a stoppage. I think he gets stoppage late.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be a stoppage that won't be impressive. It sounds like it'll be a grinding type performance where you stop the guy because the guy's tired and exhausted, you drain him down, and you're too big. No one's like, oh my gosh, that was a 1-2.
You know David Evans' nickname, the Rhino, the White Rhino, or White Rhino.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
I want to see what's that about.
All right then. Also, the main event on that card, Josh Warrington versus Patrick Highland. Good fight.
Yeah.
I like.
Do you remember Warrington's last fight? He wasn't happy with the performance. I don't remember. He wasn't happy with the performance. He wasn't happy with it.
I like Warrington, but I don't think he's ready for Selby. I don't think he's ready for a world title shot. Matchroom's been pushing it hard. Highland's a good name, and I think he's more of a name domestically, more than internationally. Even with a win, it doesn't warrant a world title shot.
Agreed. It's very good. I don't know if I need to add anything to that. It's a fantastic point. Beating Highland doesn't mean you world level. You know what I mean? Definitely doesn't mean that. It means you're a good European fighter, which I think Josh Warrington is, a very good European fighter. But in terms of going onto this world scene, look, you know what it does, guys? And you guys, everyone, whether you be casual fan or big boxing fans like us, I've got to open your eyes out and see what's out there. For example, we just saw Oscar Valdez fight on the weekend.
Yeah.
That's sitting around the same weight class, if not the same weight class, I think. That's world level.
Yeah.
That's what's out there, people. So if we... And he's not elite world level either, but Oscar Valdez is just world level because he's just literally won a world title. Yeah. The likes of... who did Damenchenko beat? The black kid, I can't remember his name.
Cat Russell.
World level.
Yeah.
No, this is world level. So don't be listening to when Eddie Hearn says, oh, he's world level. That's not, because you can clearly see when you watch those guys and watch Warrington, and that's no disrespect to Warrington, he's a good fighter, but he's not that level.
Eddie Hearn's a promoter. Keyword promote.
Yeah.
All these fighters are going to be world champions. Yeah. Everyone's going to be the best thing coming out of the country or out of his area or out of his weight class because you're selling your brand. He ain't going to say, he's alright, he's not bad, he might be a title shot. He's going to say, no, he could kill Selby.
Yeah.
That's what he's going to do. He's going to sell to the sell to the sell.
How many times, do you have a little bet here, how many times do you think Selby's name will be mentioned on that night?
Oh, wow.
100? It's going to be close. It's going to be close, isn't it? It's going to be close.
You going for 100?
No, I'm going for 50. 50 times. 50 times Selby's name is mentioned.
It'll be more than 50.
Be more than 50. No, I'm talking about during the fight.
During the fight?
During the fight.
On the night?
No, during the fight.
Under 50.
Under 50, yeah.
Yeah, under 5.
Little sign there. Yeah,
alright then. But you got Warrington.
Yeah, I got Warrington to beat Highland. I don't think it'll be the stoppage. I think it'll go points. I think Highland's quite tough. He's gritty, and I don't know if Warrington's got the power. I think he's definitely got the gas tank, but I'm not sure about the power. Yeah. So Warrington decision quite wide as well.
All right then. Let's move over to Brooklyn, New York.
It's Brooklyn in the house.
Yeah. On the undercard, we got Malignaggi versus Gabriel Barreso.
Yep.
Obviously, Poison his retirement tour. Just to be honest,
it's for the Brooklyn title.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, when the battle of Brooklyn between
Malignaggi and Zab Judah.
Yeah, something like that.
I think it was.
Went between Danny Jacobs and
Danny Jacobs and Peter Quillen. Yeah. No, this is the welterweight Brooklyn title. Yeah. That was the middleweight Brooklyn title. Yeah.
That's as good as the Hattie title.
He's the Hattie title, bro.
Yeah.
Oh god. Wasn't Paul Malignaggi supposed to be retired 4 years ago?
Exactly.
Or whatever.
That was his retirement tour. Yeah. Yeah. The returning Mikey Garcia versus Ilio Rojas. But the fight we're all talking about. Hold on. Also on that card, I just realised Sergey Bebchenko versus Tony Harrison. That's not a bad fight. That is not a bad fight.
Yeah, I like Rodchenko a lot.
Yeah, and Tony Harrison's not a bad fight either. But the main event, what everyone's talking about, is a big one. Leo Santa Cruz versus the Jackal, Carl Frampton.
Yes.
I don't know where to start on this fight. Carl Frampton come for a good win against Scott Quigg. A fight I thought Quigg would win. I didn't want a bottle from me for that one.
Yes.
Yeah?
What was it? Remy White one, isn't it?
Yeah, Remy White. That cost you £65. Cash money.
I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah.
But then you went and bought something yourself. I remember.
Yeah. What a Remy 1743.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah. But I want a bottle back.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
We're not going to do it on this one.
No.
Okay.
But, and I mean this in a way which is not taking nothing from Frampton. Frampton won, but I wasn't blown away with the performance.
Okay.
I also thought Quigg underperformed. So as much as it was a victory, and it was a clear victory, I don't think many boxing fans got the performances they thought from what they wanted from both fighters.
Okay.
On the flip side, Leo Santa Cruz, 2-3 years ago, was kind of the joke of the division.
Because of Golden Boy.
Yeah. In the past 18 months, 2 years, he's made a real name for himself and showed he's no one to be messed with. Frampton's gone up in weight. I wouldn't call it an upset, but for British, Irish fans, I could smell an upset.
If who wins?
If Santa Cruz wins.
You think it'll be an upset if Santa Cruz wins? Is Frampton favourite?
I think he's favourite over here.
Okay, cool. It's a good point you make about the Quigg Frampton thing, and what I will touch on is, we spoke about this before, off camera, on camera, is that when you have two guys, there's so much animosity. I think boxing skill does go out the window, and you just got to grind a win out sometimes. You know what I mean? Quigg will look back at that performance, and he still does. He still talks about it a lot where I didn't do what he's supposed to do. And even Frampton, even though he got the win, will probably look back and think, I didn't do what I was supposed to do, but I got the W. One thing I like about Frampton that we've not really seen so much with Cruz, what we have in spots, is, and what Ryan loves this more than I do, is adversity.
Yeah.
And that fight he had prior to the Quigg fight, where he got put down twice or once.
Yeah.
And he's talking about the weight and the canvas was all awful.
Yeah.
Again, you find...
Sorry, that spongy canvas
excuse.
Like a WWE ring.
Talked about the weight being a problem and away from height. I just applaud someone that shows me adversity and gets the W, no matter how they get it. Whether it be that fight in America, whether it be the fight with Scott Quigg. Let's be honest, Scott Quigg came off destroying Kiko Martinez. Yeah. Better than I thought Santa Cruz did, by the way. Destroyed him. So it'll be an interesting fight. I'm not sure... No, Frampton's tiny.
Yeah.
Frampton's tiny. That's one thing I will say about Frampton, he's tiny. I think he's smaller than Mars, Abner Mars. I think he's even probably smaller than Kiko Martinez.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's the problem for me as well. I don't see how extra weight helps him in any way, shape or form. I think... I don't think it'll be an upset if Santa Cruz wins, because I think Santa Cruz will win.
Yeah.
But I just think it'll be a good fight.
I'm leaning towards Santa Cruz as well. For Frampton to win, he has to be aggressive and bully and get off first and stay in Santa Cruz's chest. Don't let Santa Cruz dictate the pace and play it long and play it smart and drag out the fight. He needs to work at a fast pace and stop Santa Cruz. Now, I'm not saying you can't win on points. I'm saying that it's better for him, stylistically, to take Santa Cruz out of the equation. He keeps him in the equation. Santa Cruz is smart enough and slick enough and educated enough, and also now has that confidence of being a world champion, which is going to carry him something further. Frampton's always looked good when he fights aggressive. When he tries to box and get out there, he doesn't look the same explosive fighter.
Agreed, and I always think that Frampton as well, towards the latter rounds of fights, doesn't look great.
Yeah.
I think Frampton is explosive, Frampton will throw loads of punches, but I saw it in the Quigg fight. He was knackered around 10, 11, 12. I mean, we were all like, what's going to happen?
Come on,
like, one more body shot, he's got him. We actually fought Quigg. Remember, we actually fought Quigg. One more body shot, and he's got Frampton here.
I never forget that, bro. I'm praying, bro. I don't want to lose that bottle.
Yeah, and you kind of just feel like he has to go for it, controlled. It has to be controlled aggression.
Controlled aggression,
yeah. We don't want to see him throw 100 punches around, because that's just not going to work. But I agree with you. He's got to be right on the body of Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz has got one of the longest reaches for a 126 he can have. I mean, his reach is going to be stupidly long. So he's got to get under that, and get stuck in, almost Ricky Hatton-esque, and see what he can do. But I'm not convinced that he'll get the win. And I love Frampton, but I just can't see how stylistically he beats Santa Cruz. If I'm honest with you, I think Santa Cruz is riding the wave right now and looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think that is by far the fight of the weekend.
Yeah.
That's the fight we all want to see. So fight will answer a lot of questions for both fighters. And I think it's one of those fights again, whereas I hate saying both people could win, but you could look at it and say, guess what? You've got one guy coming up. If he puts a good account of himself, and yes, he loses on points, he can always go back down to his natural weight class. There's no shame losing going up.
You know what I don't like? Scott Quigg done an interview this week and said, if Santa Cruz beats Carl Frampton, I don't want to fight Santa Cruz, I want to fight Carl Frampton. I don't like that. Yeah, that's what he said. He said, I want that rematch. I wouldn't want to fight Santa Cruz. I was thinking, you've got it all wrong, dude.
That's all wrong.
You've got it all wrong as a boxer. You've got it all wrong.
That's giving me a headache.
It's ridiculous statement. Honestly, I was so upset with that statement. I was like,
so Frampton's win, you don't.
So yeah, exactly. What does that mean?
Yeah, you want the loser.
You want the loser. You want the loser too. And he says, I let myself down in performance, and I get that. But come on, you should be saying, give me the winner of those two, Eddie. Yeah. Give me the winner of those two. Eddie ain't
going to cash up. No. Eddie wouldn't put Quigg on the main event of any card, so
not anymore, innit?
Even the champion wouldn't.
Yeah, for real. All right, guys, what do you think about this fight? Santa Cruz, Frampton. We're going to do a big breakdown, but obviously time is short and this video needs to go up. So what do you guys think? Santa Cruz, Frampton. Well done to Frampton, to be fair, stepping up in weight, taking on the man in that division. To be fair, the man in that division.
No, not really. Well, not really.
126.
Yeah.
Well, your Nicholas Walters gone up.
Yeah.
Lomachenko's gone up. Yeah. I mean, there's other guys out there.
No one else is going up, I tell you that.
No one else is going up.
Yeah.
No one else wants to go up. No. Can you blame them? Everyone's like, no, I will diet now. I'll diet. That's okay. I'll go for another jog. So I'm probably taking a man in that division. Yeah. I would like to see Abner Mars versus Scott Quigg. That's a fight I'd like to see.
I think Mars versus Frampton's a better fight.
Oh, that's a great fight.
Both aggressive.
Talk about TV fight.
Yeah, that's
that is a fantastic fight. That's not going to happen anytime soon. But you never know. These guys will probably get it on. And Frampton now, not signed to any TV contract per se, can kind of go where he wants to go for the money. So well done, Frampton. All right, guys.
And you've got the PBC thing. Kind of part.
He's BBC because he seems to go BBC, he seems to go ITV.
No. So I think the way it was with Frampton is that obviously ours is his advisor. So I think they got options for other things, but if it all works out logistically, he goes to PBC. Okay, all right, there you go. But guys, there you go. A great weekend of boxing, like Ryan said. One thing I'm really looking forward to is Mickey Garcia coming back. I mean, everyone was unbeaten. Everyone was talking about high about him. And let's see what he does. What is he, 135, I believe? Or has he come back at 140? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think 140 is coming back out.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting because everyone's looking for Terence Crawford for an opponent. And not yet, don't get me wrong, but let's see what Mickey Garcia's got.
Like I always say, as much as I love boxing, as much as I love Mickey Garcia, 2-3 years off.
Wow.
No, I mean,
what was it again?
You might
Bob Arum, what was the problem?
Contract dispute, yeah. There's no guarantee you're going to see anything of note. Even though I want to, you just never know. You know what I mean? And like I always say, my biggest example I always say, guys in their 30s know what we're talking about. 3 years is a big difference.
My God, the way I could sprint and jog. 31. I'm 35 now, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah, it's a big difference. So.
You know what I mean? Ryan in the background, as per usual, has got Tommy Hearns versus Marvin Hagler for War.
Yeah, round
no fight deserves a better title than that.
No, it doesn't.
This is it.
My favourite fight of all time, Tommy Hearns. Look, he's on rubber legs right now, so you see him.
Yeah, he's gone weird. He's doing the big old collar shuffle.
He's hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah.
The commentary for this fight is fantastic.
Yeah.
The commentary for this fight is fantastic.
That was low, though. That was low right on the hip.
Great fight. Oh,
that was a killer. Guys,
what do you think about fighters now? Me and Ryan kind of said off camera, okay, Golovkin, Hagler, how long does Golovkin last? A round? A minute? 20 seconds? Hearns, Mayweather, 147. What happens?
Alright, Hearns, I'll get answer the both questions. Hearns, Mayweather, Hearns knocks the living crap out of Floyd Mayweather within 4 rounds. Absolutely destroys him. And I don't give what anyone say. Absolutely rips his head off. Seriously,
You know what?
Don't do it.
You know what? I'm with Ryan.
Yeah, Golovkin has a better chance lasting longer with Hagler. Yeah. And that means he's going to win.
No, but he has a better
chances than somebody Floyd has with Tommy Hearns.
Yeah. These men were tough.
Oh my God.
Somebody's looking at them and you just think these are old school, just toughness. Is that Richard Still? Referee is Richard Still, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright guys, we're going over here, so leave your comments for all the fights this weekend. Great weekend of fights, Friday and Saturday, and obviously that means we do a little Sunday rundown of all these as well. Peace.